in church, but that alone couldn't hold me. It took a personal decision and a personal conviction.
My name is Brian, and I got married as a virgin.
Oh, no, 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 no.
And my name is Basilia, and I too got married as a virgin. Hey guys, welcome back to Stuff from the Cuffs. We have another story time for you.
Yep. So we've told you about how we met. We've told you leading up to our wedding, and now we're married. Well, guess what? We both got married as virgins. And of course, that's a big topic in today's
Yeah.
society. Some people laugh, some people frown, some people scorn you. Not many people are gonna own up to the fact that they're virgins, or not many people want to get married as virgins. So this is us telling you a little bit about our story.
Okay, so we got married at, how old are you?
We got married in 2014.
Okay, we're in our 20s. He doesn't want to give you his age. Give
Really?
away his age. Mine is public information.
We got married in 2014.
Okay, we got married in 2014 and we were both virgins when we got married. That's a whole other story in and of itself.
Yeah, so how was that for you going through high school, like, and university?
Listen, staying a
Good as like
virgin,
you.
yeah, good as I'm sure. So staying a virgin all those years was difficult. I think the hardest for me was high school. High school was the most tempting because I think that's the age and stage when we're all trying to explore, and all my friends are exploring, and I kind of felt left out, and sometimes I felt like I just thief a piece, nobody would know, but in my head I always knew that the Lord was watching me. So all
Guilty,
of
she
me
feel guilty, like,
so
she
all
got
of
a thief
me
piece, that
as
will
me
come.
thief a piece, me just feel like if me the thief a piece, God will just come. And in my head, I just always thought that if me teeth a piece, I'm gonna get pregnant with triplets. So I use that as part of my way of convincing myself to keep your kin quiet. But high school was the hardest for me. College, not so much. University, not so much.
Before you reach college. So for me, high school
Yeah.
was really rough too because, as Basilia said, your teenage years when your hormones
Who's
are
Basilia?
rage. As Basilia said, your
Who's
teenage years when your
Basilia?
hormones are rage, right?
As Babe said.
And when your hormones are rage, it's you're in the process of trying to identify who you are or trying to find your identity, especially amongst your peers. So of course, when the whole of the man them a talk say, yo, them a mash works and them a do this and them a do that, as a man, you're gonna say like, yo, how going for you? And you have to be careful because it borders on them asking if you are a homosexual.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
you know, I remember so vividly, but when I first say, no man, me a virgin, people never believe me. Like them laugh and say a joke cover make man, cover match works and cover go on like saying cute and
I
you
think it's
shy.
easier for people to accept that women are virgins
Yeah.
versus men being
Yeah.
virgins.
Especially in our culture because it's either your machine works or you're on the other side of the fence, so to
Yeah.
speak. So it's hard for them to find that middle ground. Some say, no, I'm a virgin, I'm a Christian, and I wait till marriage. And enough of them laugh, and some of them say, you're not gonna last throughout your high school career with that. And there were actually girls who said to me that, me, I'm gonna take your virginity from high school and then make it a challenge, so to speak. And you have to put on a bravado. You can't be like, oh, I'm a virgin. You say, yo, I'm a virgin. Yo, I'm a good man. You have to make them know, say, yeah, you're good now. When they must say stuff to you, like they want to challenge you, you be like, go easy. You don't know why you deal with. You have to put back a tough
So
talk.
did you have relationships in high school?
Yeah, but
Like
I
you have like
made
a
sure
girlfriend?
I made sure that
Yeah.
it never passed. It never passed a certain stage because
Okay.
for me, I believe kissing and sex is basically the same thing. The two becoming one, bodily fluids being exchanged, and it's two of the most intimate acts because you look somebody dead in them eye, which is the windows to your soul, or even if you close your eyes to get that feeling. And I once heard somebody say that kissing is uptown shopping for downtown buying. So yeah, when you kiss and the
Hey.
sparks start
So
up here,
you
so
know what
everything open down there.
say.
So
Okay.
and I just said that all right, man, I'll kiss either, and I mean it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but when you take a stand for what you believe in, because that's how I was grown, and not only was I grown that way, I took it for myself. Like may I say, yeah, this is what I want to be. I want to save myself for that one special person. When you learn about soul ties, when you learn about soul ties, and you learn about how each time is like you're losing a part of yourself and you're gaining a part of somebody. And there were some people who in confidence would come to me and say, yo, some wish me could have stayed like you, and I wish me could have hold it, because boy, some of them girl are boy, some of them boy are crosses, and just them just regretting some of them decisions. Some people used to come to me and say, it never all that, and I
Yeah.
was like, I want it to be all that, and I want it to be all that with that special person. Yeah. So when we went to university, you went to NCU,
Yes, I went to NCU and you went to UE. You went
UA,
to Carrimac.
complete opposites of the scale,
Listen,
different ends of the scale.
yeah. Well, finishing up high school, I think for me, what really kept me was my conviction in what I believed in. I've always been a church girl. I've
Pastor's
always
girl,
been a pastor's
pastor's kid,
daughter.
yeah,
I've always
PK.
been, yeah, I grew up in church, but that alone couldn't hold me. It took a personal decision and a personal conviction. But I gotta tell you, say, me never probably get close, or I kind of felt like, boy, I kind of need to just back up a bit before I get myself into trouble. But I always knew that that was not something I wanted to do before marriage. I wanted to save myself for my husband, and I wanted to ensure that I kept myself for more reasons than one. Not just because, I want to stay a virgin until I get married, but I wanted to please God above everything else. And so, yeah, I made a few mistakes, and yeah, boy, I kind of feel like, oh God, suppose me did go there. But I was firm in my decision to not put myself in that position. I know them say if you play with fire, you get burned. Me just stop play with the fire and go about my business, because I knew that was not something I wanted for myself. And so moved on to NCU. NCU wasn't tempting really, because NCU, for those of you who know NCU, well, back in the day, it's not like we had a lot of parties and that kind of influence. For me at NCU, it was just my friends down at media, it was the radio, and it was sitting under the step and eating Chinese food. Yeah, Chinese food and all of
Confession.
that. Yeah, but I don't think I can't say that going to university for me was much of a challenge as it relates to sexual temptations. I was good during college. High school, so yeah.
If high school was at 8, in terms of how rough it was, UA was at 20 out of 10.
That's why you should have come NCU.
You can't stay there. When I
Hallelujah.
probably run from it when he come NCU, so God work it out.
What that mean?
UA, meaning that we would have probably link up before that and it wouldn't turn out the way it did.
Like that. You
So
was always fib.
that's why I couldn't come at NCU.
Okay.
UA is like a big melting pot, right? People from everywhere comes to UA.
NCU is just a part.
Yeah, so NCU, yeah, different.
It's different, completely
Different
different.
culture, right? And I remember even before going to UA, you're told and you're brought up in the thought process that, yeah, go yes or no,
Your
you're a
college got
man,
broke
yeah,
out.
you're
Yes.
gonna do things, you're free now, you become man. And I mean, it's an experimental place. It's time for you to test the waters. I tell you no say, what I experienced at UA, when I went to St. Jago, I was pretty much sheltered. And I tell a lot of people all the while that St. Jago really brought the real world to me. UA brought the rest of the real world to me. The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, everything. Like, I tell people, say, you see short skirt? Wanna see no? From me, I go UA. Whenever I just call them skirt. And people ask me, like, you see that girl in a short skirt? And I say, no, I see her in a sk. Because the rest of that not done make, so it done at the sk. And I literally remember in some classes, girls sitting down in front of me. Well, not literally in front of me, but it crossed from me. And me I see everything like, yeah, me I, you be like, what? It's like a culture shock.
Yeah.
You know, sexuality was very liberal. And I mean, I don't even know what it is like now. I can only imagine. All of the parties, integration, you know,
So you used to go parties?
it
Your
was
teeth
somewhere
and
you
go?
want to be. No, but before the bus come and it's a Thursday
Oh,
evening
and
and
things
your brethren
start.
them and go down there and everybody a go down there, you go see what it was all about. I mean, when I go telling you lie, I was curious. I wanted to know what this was all about. I ask a lot of questions. I ask my brethren them, I say, yo, where you going? Them just do it for a vibe, them just build a vibe, it's just for a moment. So of course, yeah, I was curious, but I still was adamant that yo, I won't. And of course, you have a virgin them all say, yo, take out one piece. I have the ladies who I say, yeah, if you don't do that. No, like enough of them would I say, them not married to no virgin. You know, and that would I want to make you feel like, you know, even sometimes some of the Christian ladies used to say, you know, them not a virgin man because what two virgin I'm gonna do. And, you know, of course that weighed on my mind. And I remember one time we were shooting an advertisement, a TV advertisement for class. And I don't remember what it was about, but part of it, me as the male talent, when I lay down in one bed with one girl, and them say me have to take off my shirt, and I'll be like, what? Just being in this bed is hard. I mean, no pun intended, but yeah, just being in this bed is hard. And they want me to come take off my shirt, and they say, yeah, because they want to see this on my shoulder. And I think even so, them they tell the girls that she have to take off her shirt to fear her shoulder. So it was implied nudity. So like, I said like, what is that now? But you know, again, you know, all week, Jamaican man full of ego. We have little pride, but we.
May not know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I say, yeah man, yeah man. And when them start run joke and thing, and when I shoot they done, as soon as it done, pull on my shirt and take with myself, you know, cause it rough. Like, I remember even back to high school, I remember being at the canteen line one day. And again, I'm a virgin, I'm proud of it, I'm own up to it. I'm say, then when they put certain chat to me, I say, you know, they might take my virginity. I say, alright, anything you say, you know, I know what I go do, I go hold out. Remember one time at the canteen line, and I go collect my food, just remember it. And I just feel a hand grab me.
And them they call have a shock.
I just feel a hand grab me. I turn and the girl look at me and say, I don't remember what she said, but she make a comment and smile and go away. Like, this is me, but again, if you come across as weak and defenseless, then you're gonna be even easier prey. So like, we just look at when she walk and I smile and say, you go on here, you wait, you go on, you go get to her come your way. But the time that I saw me afraid, I said, Lord G, no make she come back there. Worse, she had the one tracks girl. Listen, athletic students, tracks football, some of the most bare face and brazen people them because some of them are more experienced than you. And I was always the youngest in my class, so I was younger and some of them just wow, take a set and cuff. So back to university now. Remember in one class too?
You full of story, I think?
What? Listen, we don't know that something hard. No pun intended again, right? In a class, I sit down and a female come and push her tongue in my ears, in a class, lecturer no see, put her tongue in my ears. University student, hormones are rich. I don't remember nothing else in the class. I don't remember nothing else. All I remember is my toe them a tingle. Right? I was like, oh, she just know.
Oh, she just know.
She saw that your ears need to clean.
That's your pick.
And that would be
For the whole day. You see when them things happen to me and me see the people there, you can't make them catch your ears a day. When she's come so me go. When she a come from so me a go. Me know say me a human, me a flesh. And me not put myself in a certain situation. So you see when me know it's coming my way,
take with
take with yourself. And you take with yourself like a On a bad man level.
Gee, yeah.
Say, yo, so over so
Yo.
Them time they are running.
So that was kind of university life for you. Mine
Yeah.
was nothing like that. Yeah, mine was nothing
University
like that at
rough.
all.
And that's just one experience we share. University.
I know one experience this year. I fought a million.
Yeah, but me not sure but it rough. And you know you said something earlier that you made a conscious decision, right? You respected yourself as a person. You respected God what you serve. I respect the principle what you said in front of you.
Yeah.
And as somebody that I remind myself and I tell myself. Remember one time somebody told me say they
Here
go
I get,
right,
here
no
I-
not me.
Oh.
They go right at the edge. And just as they were about to actually start the intercourse, and just stop and say them now, brother. And me look and me say, you do that? And the man say, yeah. And me say, if you can do that, me will make it. Because no matter, guys, respectfully, right? I find it strange when somebody say, they don't know what happened. Like,
It just happened.
It just happened. I'm not pouring water on your situation if it happened to you.
It just happened.
But me just believe
Like you just bucket to and jab.
yeah, like you take a decision, even up to the point where you say,
Yeah,
never
you should
try
have
it, you know.
decided not to.
Yeah, because a lot of people, even you see as them go in, as them start,
Yeah.
them filled with regret and they must say like, look how I could have stopped this. So I'm not pour no cold water on nobody.
I'm not criticizing anybody
No,
either.
we just have to tell my story.
Yeah,
and
and then
story.
right after college, we met each other,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, and whereas the closer we got, like especially the closer I got after engagement and well not even after engagement, we were dating.
No, dating.
All of the thoughts come back to me say, yo, I want to make sure when I marry that girl, yeah, I know what I do. So some of the thoughts them from university about pussy in a bag and even some church people until they say, yo, you can't, you have to
And
make
he
sure.
didn't tell me right away that he was a virgin. He told me like,
Again, you have to put on the bad man.
he told me like probably
You know where you do.
a few months in. He never told me right away, but I told him right away. But he never told me right away. When I found out, I was like,
Yeah, most females when I tell them, they will be like, because I have a lot of head knowledge.
He reads a lot of books
I read a lot and I ask a lot of
asks
questions. So even though I have not actually been in that, I was, you know, could I tell some of my
Well
relatives more
informed.
about a woman's body than them know, even though they might know
Well
what they want to
informed.
do. Yeah.
So you know, while we were dating, that was a whole other struggle because I think for us, after getting to know each other, after the first year and a half, 2 years, it was kind of like, oh Father, who turn on the heat?
In a 2 second, when I say electricity has spark, you just have to be like, ease off, you see me?
It was really
Make
hard.
sure
Somebody was with us. Brent being
Brent,
himself, that's my little brother. He was always with us. Everywhere we go.
Listen.
If we are going on dates, Brent was with us.
That fire they would have
Because,
catch wicked.
yeah. And I said to Brian,
And worse than a public figure.
yeah, and we're both in ministry at the time, still are. I said to Brian, I said, listen,
Shut up. You just got
I was on radio.
so you mean? We think it's sound like I'm an evangelist.
No, but radio was my ministry.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was in radio and I was saying to Brian, I said, listen, if we not get married, no, we're just kind of just lower this out because we're going to end up in trouble. And I remember one night I said to the Lord, I say, really, I'm going to make me and Brian end up in trouble once. I say, you're not provided if we're married. You really are going to make me and Brian end up in trouble, don't it? I'm cussing out because I said, Jesus, please. And so,
And I mean, so many young people looked up to us.
yeah, and
you, especially you on the radio, was like, wow,
Yeah.
make sure that when you come
but it
to
was
it,
not
it's
easy.
guilt-free.
It was not easy. It was not easy. Not easy at all.
Guys,
But
look on
again,
her. Oh, she's sweet. Oh, it did feel easy.
but again, we made a decision between both of us not to
Yeah.
go down that road
Yeah.
at all.
And if one of us was feeling weak,
The other one was
had
able to be
stand up.
strong. Yeah.
Yo,
It was
no
a
pun
struggle.
intended again, guys.
It was
We know
hard.
somehow, no pun intended, guys. We know somehow at a hard and good for, especially some of my student them. But anyway,
It was hard, guys. It was really hard. But again, we took necessary steps and we took practical steps to keep ourselves out of trouble. And again, one of those practical steps was to ensure that we never strike the matches, because if we strike the matches, then the fire gonna come,
And we tell
right?
ourselves, say, we come too far from where they are high school, we say we're gonna make
Yeah.
it. Where they are university, we say we're gonna make it.
We
Can you
come too
imagine
far.
now we're gonna everybody who we tell us say we're gonna marry as virgin.
Yeah, they'll
I'm
look
gonna
at
look
we
back and
like,
say, exactly.
And second of all, me that get pregnant with triplets. That was always my conviction.
I never even know about this triplet something, guys.
That was always my conviction. And so that kind of also kept me at bay. But
Yeah, you just have to do what you have to do.
Yeah,
To make
yeah.
sure.
Do I have
young
to
people
do?
out there, not even young people alone, people out there
Anybody.
who want to remain virgins. If that
If
ship
it
has
done
sailed
gone
for
already,
you,
then
don't
fine.
worry yourself. No matter beat up yourself, and a lot of times some people say them have regrets and they wish them did strong like we.
Yeah, but
strong like we. Oh
strong.
God, oh God.
And for those, as Brian said, if the ship has sailed, then okay, it is what it is. It happened already. But there's no reason. There's no reason for you to, as the Bible say, stay in sin and just keep sinning because it happened the first time. You can make a conscious effort to
That
start.
worse no easy.
Yeah.
Never Bridget tell me when him from high school, the man say when me start, there's no stopping. So I know say not easy, guys.
Yeah, it's not easy, but again, you can always choose to do something different. You can always choose to not do things, just like with everything else in life. I mean, there are things that you stop doing because it's not good for you, it's not good for your family, it's not good for your mental health or mental well-being. So it is with this. You can start a new life of purity. You can start a new life of celibacy, abstinence, and just decide that, all right, I've been doing this for the past 10 years, but now I have made a decision that I'm going to remain celibate until marriage. And it's possible. Don't let nobody tell you, say, oh, it's too nice and you can't keep away from it.
Don't let nobody tell you, say you have to have that experience, the practical experience, to be a master of it. So I believe when Adam saw Eve, he saw her, he knew that this was my girl, and he learned and he looked and he was able to do what he was able to do because God help him. You think say me not ask God to help me? No, I'm not gonna say
hello ma.
Lord Jesus, I'm about to go into this.
Hallelujah.
I never do that.
Glory to
but
God.
I talk to God and I say, God, I want to make sure when me honeymoon night, I want to be able, not only honeymoon night alone, honeymoon and for the rest of our lives.
Honeymoon is a whole other story.
I want to be able to satisfy my wife. I'm going to believe God help me.
Amen.
So
hallelujah. Glory to God.
That is for another story.
We not tell like the story there.
If
we are going to tell it that this story belong. No, I hear about the honeymoon night.
That story there not for you. That story there for when we are the way counseling session.
Right, or one-on-one.
Yeah, when we are the way educational stuff for young people and all of that. We're not going to say.
And me never did need no trial before. Me never did need, for buy the posts before. How you go?
Buy the bag before.
Buy the
whatever.
That's something
in the bag.
Right. Me never did need for no. Well, you would.
Yeah,
okay, whatever. They
yeah.
sitting at the bag. So right, we never did need for do that, and we're happy. Very, very happy. Very satisfied, and we're good. The Lord has really been good. So as we wrap up this video, just want to encourage those of you who are virgins that it's possible to remain a virgin until marriage, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to marry to a virgin. Your story may not be the same as ours, right? But it's no indictment on you if you've already, been engaging in sexual activities. No indictment on you, as long as you, have decided to, turn a new page and right the wrongs and, just live your life on a different path and in a different way. So it's possible. So be encouraged, young people. We did it. So can you. And it's never too late to start a new leaf. All right?
Yeah. Don't buckle under the pressure. The pressures will come. The bad mouthing will come.
And that's okay.
The jeering will come. But if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. Something that I've heard, something that I've learned, and something that I believe in. To those who are pressure the youths, loud the youths.
Loud the people, man.
Loud the youths.
Loud them. They don't need
Some of the reason I pressure them are because yourself you did feel so bad that you were pressured and you felt that you just had to do the same thing and the cycle continues.
Yeah.
But we love you know, we love everybody.
Yeah.
Whether you do it or you don't do it,
Big up yourself.
big up yourself.
Big up yourself. And the Lord, having the Lord in your life really makes a difference. And He's able to help you on your different journeys and on your different paths. All right? So
That's it.
that wraps up another story time
I wanna
inside
do long.
stuff from the cuffs. I'm so sorry for the long video, but I hope that you'll be informed, encouraged, and motivated. Yep, until another episode, make sure you leave us a comment. Oh my God, these comments should be interesting. Like the video, share the video with somebody, and of course, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. This has been another episode of Stuff from the Cuffs.
You're not virgin no more.
Definitely not.